All right. Hi, guys. I don't know if you can believe it or not, but we are up to segment 15 out of 19. I mean, that's pretty exciting. Peter has been running for, well, this is his 15th week, and I think he was saying 2,300 miles. Yeah, over 2,300 miles. So that is crazy, crazy. He is starting this week in Indiana. And then he will actually, by the time he finishes the week, he'll be in Ohio. So we'll be cross states again, which is crazy because he just crossed like Illinois last week and now he's in Indiana. He's just, but I think so. You probably already noticed there isn't with me. He's having bad signal. He was on with us right before we started the live video, and then we lost him, and he got on, and we lost him. So I'm going to try to just update you guys on how Peter's doing. But I think for the most part, it was a really good week. He had a really great crew members. He kind of had a couple different people at the beginning of the week. He had Maggie, his daughter, and Kathy, who stayed the entire week. And then halfway through, Molly joined, and Maggie went home. And they did a great job taking care of him. Everything that I heard of just went really well. I don't think they really had any big issues this week. Peter, has been a little sore in his leg, and so we've been trying to take care of that and take care of him. That way he can make the next 5 weeks as healthy as he can be. Otherwise, I think he just had a pretty good week. So for this week is in honor of Caleb, and we actually have his honored over last week. Do that recap video. Yeah. Oh, my signal. This is definitely, I think, like I said before, one of our favorite and most important parts about this run is how many kids warriors and angels we've been able to honor. Many kids, and it just means a lot that their families allow us to tell their stories, even just a little bit of what we do tell. All right. Segment 15 was in honor of Lincoln, and if you, I don't know why I keep going in and out. Sorry, guys. If you were following last week, there were a lot of signs along his route of Lincoln, like literally signs that had Lincoln's name on it, and just lots of pretty scenery. And I think they thought of Lincoln so much last week, kind of like he was following along with them last week. So it was really special. And then, before I forget, who's watching, if you guys wouldn't mind commenting down below where you're watching. Really cool to see. Like I've seen like Australia, and I've seen people from the UK and Germany and all kinds of places. So we love seeing that each week. So comment down below where you guys are watching from this week, and comment down below if you guys have any questions about Peter, because I'm sure he's online somewhere watching this video. So if you comment on this video, he will see it and probably be able to answer. And then if you guys have any questions for Caleb's family as we go on tonight, you can comment and ask those too. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and introduce his family. We have his mom and dad, Martin and Chica, and Caleb. We have Caleb. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
You're welcome. Can you say something yet?
Hi.
That's it?
Yeah. First of all, thank you so much for rescheduling this live video because we were traveling yesterday, coming back from New York for his scans.
Yeah, not sure if you can hear me as well or just from Jenna there, but from our computer, Jenna's breaking up pretty badly. Sound like
Uh-oh.
there you go.
Technical difficulties, guys.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened with. I know I lost signal there for a sec. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you're good now.
Tonight's kind of weird with our signal. My signal normally is so good, but tonight it's being finicky.
Internet.
Sorry about that, guys.
Okay.
All right. So yes, thank you guys for joining, and no problem rescheduling. I'm so glad we could. Like, it was no big deal at all to reschedule to tonight. This is Caleb's big brother.
Matthew.
Hi.
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 All right. Well, we told them that this just to say hi and kind of introduce Caleb. So, can you say bye?
Hi. Bye, Caleb. All right, guys. Well, if you don't mind, we normally just start out having you guys tell us Caleb's story, and you can go into as much or as little detail as you want. I know, if you go into too much detail, we'd be here probably for a while, so I totally understand.
We prepared a 4 hours speech here, so.
Hey, I would say listen.
No, you want to start?
Yeah.
Where do we start? Caleb, who you just saw, he's an 8-year-old neuroblastoma warrior. He was diagnosed when he was 4 years old, back in February 2017. It started with, man, we've been telling the story so many times, but it started with a normal day. I think he was in a daycare. He got sent home because of fever. And then that fever lasted for give and take about a month. So he would have fever for 5 days, and then he was off fever for 2 days. And then he's back again for 7 days, and it's just off and on. And through this all this time, we would take him to the pediatric doctor, and every single time they sent us home. It is February. There's a lot of virus going on out there, so they keep sending us home, keep giving the Tylenol. Then everything will be okay.
Yeah, and then he got swabbed for that flu test, and I think it was negative. Yeah, strep throat, and then he was given antibiotic. He was well. He was okay for a couple days, but then the fever came back.
Yeah,
that kept going until, I don't know, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Yeah.
At the end of that, they told us they did a couple of scans too, like X-rays, trying to find if there's a virus in the respiratory area, but they never go low enough in his abdomen. Otherwise, they would have seen a mass. So at the end of February 2017, he was diagnosed with neuroblastoma, stage 4. We went from not knowing anything about medicine into doing chemotherapy literally within a week and a half time. So when he was diagnosed February 18, and then he started chemo on March 10th. He happened to be my 36th birthday, so I would never forget that day.
Yeah.
So since then, kind of fast forward a little bit here, he's done chemotherapy, radiation, surgery, and he was clear for the first time on March 2018. So about a little over a year, he was declared no evidence of disease. But that lasted only for about 9 months, because in December 18, it returned in the back of his head. So it's not in his brain, but it's in the back of his skeleton, on the skull.
Right.
Yeah.
So then we went, that crushed us, because here we thought we were over in the cancer journey. It's been almost 2 years since he was originally diagnosed. Um, Only to know, his hair came back, his port was taken out. Uh,
Hmm.
it was literally for a few months. He wasn't taking any medication. Septra was done, and just no medication at all. He went back to school full time. No, really, no restriction whatsoever. And the day after Christmas, oh, actually,
Hmm.
we just got back from
From our Make a Wish
Make a Wish
trip.
Foundation to Florida, so we went from
Yeah.
the world and enjoy Disney to, and then we went home, enjoyed Christmas.
And then we got the news. We got a call right after the day after Christmas, and
Yeah.
then we got a call that he relapsed. So it was tough. It was really tough.
So of course we
Yeah.
went back to chemotherapy and radiation and all that stuff. And then in April 2019, he was also declared no evidence of disease, stable. So we were moving on from the chemotherapy and doing some more of a maintenance stuff, immunotherapy, and we were about to go to vaccine when December 19 came in and he relapsed for the second time. The spot where it came back, we felt that it's related to the first one. The first one was more on the kind of the upper side. On December 19th, it came back just about an inch lower. It's still about the same proximity. They still call it the same location, although a new location came out just about an inch lower.
Hmm.
Um, Again, we went back to chemotherapy, radiation, and all that treatment. And yeah, we've been dealing that second relapse since then. We had just did scan this last week, and we
Yeah.
still don't have the final result
Yeah.
yet.
We're still
But
waiting.
when people say no news is good news, we're still, I'm still looking at my phone, really dreading about, because we've had a call before, and it's
Hmm.
the worst call ever. But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. A quick snippet of the last 4 years of Caleb's journey.
Wow. Goodness, so many ups and downs.
It did, yeah, it does. It has, and it's still not over. It felt like
Right.
for us, we were in this position before, where we thought everything was over, and just a phone call away that changed. So that's still in our head every second of our day. Um, we believe that he's cured, he's done, he's healthy, but you know, a phone call away can change that.
Definitely. They call it scanxiety for a reason. It's horrible.
Yeah.
I'm sure it just never goes away. I think it would take years and years and years for it to go away, you know?
Yeah.
Goodness. Thank you for telling his story. I know it's never the easiest thing to do to talk about your child, going through cancer diagnosis and all that. So thank you guys for doing that. Um, we normally just talk about like just the run and the need for research funding. Like I think the run kind of means something different to every family, just kind of what's important and what Peter's doing. I mean, this week he'll be running in honor of Caleb, which I think is pretty cool to have him be running this whole week. So we'll be thinking about Caleb a lot this week, and we'll share just a little bit more of him and share, like his pages, and so make sure people are like following and praying for him and all that kind of stuff this week. And but yeah, that's
I don't know if Peter mentioned, but Peter and I have been in contact really since we were told that he was being dedicated for this segment.
yeah.
So at first, it was, I think it was October. I don't know, Peter, if you're listening to this, you probably remember. I had my first contact with Peter and told them how appreciative we were, um, for him to do this, representing all the neuroblastoma parents out there,
Yeah.
um, and then saying thank you for him for doing this. Second of all, and I still remember telling him that I'll meet you, Peter. When you pass Indiana, I'll meet you. I'm trying to get some um, audience going. At least my plan a year ago was to get some audience to kind of help him, pass through this run. And obviously, his relapse and COVID kind of took over,
Yeah.
and it's
Yeah.
been challenging to do just that. But I was happy to say that again, we're still planning on this as we speak with his team and Riley. But the plan is on this Wednesday at about maybe around 10 o'clock in the morning. I was able to find a spot location that would work for Peter, would for Caleb and myself. We were able to kind of be showing there. It just so happened that we're on our way to Riley for another treatment. And I've also been in contact with Riley Hospital to do a story about Peter. So, if anything, this will even garner more awareness
Yeah.
in Indiana. So, um, yeah, so I'm really hoping that the schedule would work out. Our first priority is in Peter because I know he's taking a lot of to do this is taking a lot of his not only his time but energy, emotion,
Yeah.
and everything else. So I told them we'll make our schedule work to yours, not the other way around. So
Oh,
yeah, so Wednesday at 10. I'm really hoping that
awesome.
his schedule, his run schedule this Wednesday would work out to where we could meet. He could meet Caleb and myself. So we'll probably take some pictures or have some
Oh,
good,
that's so
good
cool.
exposure. So
He'll be so excited. I think meeting families is definitely one of the most rewarding and just
yeah,
special. Yeah, getting to see the kids he's running for, because Peter doesn't have, in a sense, he didn't have a child diagnosed with cancer. He's not kind of on that side of things. So he's kind of like a stranger that just came in and joined the fight, even though he didn't have to. And
yeah.
he's doing some crazy things running across the country, 28 miles a day, 6 days a week. So we're super appreciative of him. And I know like getting to meet you guys is going to be a really special moment for him. So thank you for doing all that. I know you guys have got to be busy just with Caleb and 3 little ones. I mean, I know you guys are busy, so that means a lot to us.
No problem.
Yeah. And then really, we just talk about Caleb in the sense that put cancer aside. If he wanted to come back in, he could and tell us his favorite things. Just tell us about Caleb in the sense of just Caleb, not no cancer related. Like favorite things to do, stuff
Yeah,
like that.
that's fine. I have 2 boys. We have 2 boys, and Matthew and Caleb can't be the opposite of each other.
Oh,
One is
really?
more outdoor sport, just the guy stuff, more the like just outside stuff. Caleb is more baking, art, and just like his passion is in baking. Caleb, just a little bit about what do you bake, Caleb?
What do you like to
Yeah.
bake?
Banana
Banana
Like banana
bread.
We actually had in our local market. This was before COVID, that is.
Yeah.
We had a few times had a stand where we sell Caleb's homemade banana
Oh.
How many loaves did you sell, Caleb? Remember?
bread, like 45, I think, right, Caleb?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a lot to bake. Holy cow.
Yeah. See in this picture, you'll see what is that, Caleb? What did you make there? Croquembouche.
What
I
is
didn't even,
that?
I didn't even know that was a thing until you start making it, Caleb. Can tell what is this?
That? That's a
It's like a pastry puff.
pastry puff. It has cream inside, right?
What do you drizzle on top of it?
And then it has caramel.
It looks like, caramel. It looks yummy. I think I've seen pictures of you. You make cakes with candy on the inside.
Yeah.
yeah.
Tell them about that. What is it called?
Pinata cake.
Pinata cake.
That's cool. I have never had a cake that had candy on the inside like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I've seen lots of pictures of you baking. That's really, really cool, Caleb. Besides baking, what else do you like to do?
don't know.
You do too.
Ride a bike.
Ride a bike.
The games.
Play games.
What games you like to play?
You said we have.
Oh.
Uh,
Wow.
Hi, Peter.
Hi,
You
Peter.
see him on Wednesday, kid. How's your run?
How's your run?
It's going really good, Caleb. How are you doing?
Good.
Good. I'm really happy to see all three of you, especially you, Caleb. I'm sorry I wasn't at the beginning.
That's okay. Peter, Caleb has a question for you.
Sure.
Lots of questions about your run.
Yeah.
Ask
Start
away.
What was it?
like where does
Oh, where does he sleep?
Where do you sleep?
It's a good question.
This is where I sleep. I sleep in a camper, and I'm in that camper right now. And that's my bed right there. I cook right there. And then I clean the dishes right there. And I go to the bathroom shower in there. So I have a complete place, and I'm well taken care of while I'm running.
And I see you behind your screen. There's your team in there, Peter. Looks like it.
Yes, this is
Guys.
going to be the team this week. That you will meet.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Yeah. So it's Davina, Green, Lydia, and Fred.
We'll hopefully to see you around 9:30 on Wednesday.
Yes.
Yes. We'll definitely see each other, and we'll work out the time.
Yeah,
So
perfect.
I have a question for Caleb, if I can ask him a quick one. And I'm sorry if it's already been asked, but I heard that Caleb wants to be a baker. And I'm curious what your most favorite thing is to make.
No sir, thank you. How's that?
Banana bread.
Oh, I love banana bread. That's very cool. Is that hard to make? I've never made it.
We should make one.
Would you like one if I bake one?
Aww.
Love one, Caleb. Absolutely. Especially from you. Are you kidding? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll bring one for Wednesday, Peter.
Okay, that sounds awesome.
There's
Wow.
two kinds. There's two kinds that you
There's
make.
two kinds. Do you want chocolate or plain like
Regular.
You know, I've had plain. I'm curious. What do you think of the chocolate?
Which one you like better, Dave?
I like chocolate.
You like chocolate?
Let's do chocolate because I've never had it, and I bet if I'm going to like it, I'm going to love it because it's from you.
Cool. That's a deal.
Okay, cool.
Aww. That's so sweet, Caleb. That's so nice of you.
Thank you, Peter, for running.
Thank you, Peter, for running.
Of course, Caleb. It's for you and your parents.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us, Caleb.
Yeah,
You did great. He is so sweet.
he can be. He can be.
Well, he seems pretty sweet to me. That's so nice of him to bake banana bread for Peter. I'm jealous. Darn it. I wish I lived closer.
Okay. Where do you live, Jenna?
Missouri.
Missouri.
Like
Okay.
Kansas City-ish, South Casey. Yeah.
Yeah, it might be a little tough to have to drive there to bring the
Yeah. It's a little ways away.
I'll let you know how it is, Jenna.
Okay. I need pictures of Caleb's banana bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need lots of pictures of all that when you guys meet. That way we can definitely share that. But all right, guys.
With meeting other families, Peter?
I'm sorry, Martin. What was that?
Have you had luck? Have you had chances to meet with other families for your first 14 cycles or 14 cycles?
Yes, I have. I have not met every one of the families that we were honoring and remembering, such as yourselves, but I've met quite a few of them. And
okay.
And that, I mean, by far, that is probably one of the sometimes the hardest and saddest, but the most honoring and humbling thing. I love meeting you guys.
Okay, perfect. We do the same. We've been planning on this for a year and didn't think it was gonna make it until 2 weeks
know.
ago. So it's last minute, but wish we had more time for you to kind of cater more of a visit, more so than just a meet and greet. But
Yeah,
I told you a year ago, it could be a whole party with 1,000 people coming in, or as small as just me handing you a Gatorade for your run. You know, we can always make that happen. So
it sounds pretty large to me right now with banana
well, yeah, there you go. Didn't think about banana bread back then, but
and really the gift is you guys and the three of you together right now. So
thank
that's
you.
Yeah, thank you.
It's been a long journey for the past 4 years, but you know, God has taken care of us through it all. Even through the hardest moment of our lives, we felt that there is a small peace in our heart that keeps reminding us that Caleb's gonna be okay, and that's the only thing we're holding. You know, people often ask us, "I can't imagine how do you do it," or
Yeah.
you know, I can't imagine what you feel. Honestly, we don't either. I mean, is this
Mm.
how we're supposed to feel? Is this how we're supposed to think? We have no idea. All we know is that small voice in our heart is just, and we have to believe that's hope, and that's where we're
Yeah.
clinging on to every day. I mean, as I was saying to Jenna Peter earlier today, um, you know, the thought of because he has had 2 relapses, so we've had our highs and lows. And our first relapse for Caleb, we were just leaving Miami for our Disney trip. So we were on top of cloud nine. We were happy. His hair is full. We took the port out. We're like back. Okay, we're done. The cancer is gone.
wow.
And then we enjoyed Christmas with our family. My parents happened to be in town. And then, sure enough, day after Christmas, just a day after Christmas, we got that phone call that the cancer is back. So it's been, you know, highs and lows. You know, we're just going to continue to hope and pray.
And just have to learn to enjoy every moment. You know, you just never
Yeah.
know when
Mm.
it will be taken away.
Yeah.
So yeah,
This last trip to New York, a little sharing here, guys. We debated, she and I. She's more of let's just stay at home. Me and Caleb go to New York. I'm more of a let's just go together because scan is always hard, but we've always faced it as a family. So
Hmm.
we decided to drive all the way to New York, which is about 12 hours. And
Wow.
with a 3-year-old with us, it's, you know, it could be 17 hours with the breaks, with the I need to stretch my legs and all that stuff. So it, but in that all, you know, like one of our heading over there, we passed through Pennsylvania, seeing the fall colors, and man,
Mm.
it reminds us of how big God is. Yeah. And yeah, like Chico was saying, just take every day. It's like someone says, tomorrow's not guaranteed. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. Yesterday is history. Today is the present. It's the gift. Um, Enjoy it like
Definitely.
it is. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I
so
have written on my whiteboard, Martin. I'll share this with you since you're sharing. I actually can't flip my screen. I don't know. Can you read that?
Little, there you go.
I am here, and this day will unfold. So I will live this day with the grace and the love you can hold. That's
Yes.
really good.
I try to live that way every day, especially thinking about you guys. You know, the love and grace that I want to hold is and give is one that I want you to be able to hold.
Thank you.
And I hope, our hope is obviously that this run is going to make a difference. And we know it is making a
Yeah.
difference in the moms and dads' lives and And in the near future, we really hope it is with the research that's happening at Beat Childhood Cancer.
Absolutely.
We really do believe we are going to change a story of at least one child someday.
Yeah. No, it already has, Peter.
I really, I'm always in awe of how brave you guys are, all the parents are, in sharing their stories.
Mm-hmm.
I can't honestly say what I would do if I were in your shoes. I don't know if I would be the type that could share. I think that takes a special courage. And I'm grateful for I totally understand the ones that don't want to share. And I'm very grateful for the ones that do share, because I'm an outsider and I'm learning from you guys what you're going through. And one of the things I really, really hope people see with it, a family going through with something that's harder than any of us can imagine, but somebody that's never been through that before. And that conversation, I really want to happen more and more. I think
Absolutely.
that's a big part of awareness for neuroblastoma. People need to know that it's not going to kill people like me to talk to somebody that's going through something that's potentially devastating.
I think awareness is the key, Peter. Tagging along with what you're saying, this life before Caleb was diagnosed, we knew pediatric cancer is out there. We've heard about it, but really, not like we never really pay attention to it until that moment comes. I mean, when Caleb was first diagnosed, we spent a lot of emotion, a lot of time very in denial. There is no way this happens to us. It just doesn't
Mm.
work. Caleb, I never, he's only had antibiotic like once in the 4 years before cancer. He's only
Never in the
fever once or
hospital.
twice. He never been to the hospital. I mean, we've taken him for like immunization shots and things like that, but he never been sick
He
other
was
than
so healthy. He was so
just
strong,
chubby,
so
just
so
active.
healthy.
When he was diagnosed, we didn't know this. But at the same time, as soon as it does, and as soon as we realize when the dust settles, now this becomes our reality. Um, we figured, since we're in this position, we'd like to make the world aware that it's very real. It can happen. It happens. Unfortunately, as it is, it happens. But that there's still hope. Like people like you, Peter, in supporting medical team to do what they do. I mean, the treatment that we have for neuroblastoma today was not available 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So research are being done, trials are being done, and I think that needs to continue to happen to eventually find the best cure for neuroblastoma or any other pediatric cancer for that matter.
Yeah, I agree with you so much.
Really? Yeah, and we're very thankful all the families that have gotten on and told their kids' story, because I know it's not easy. I mean, I've told M's story a few times and it's never easy, and so it really does mean a lot to have you guys here with us tonight.
Thank
Absolutely.
you for sharing your story.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for being here tonight, guys. I feel like this is a pretty good place to end our video tonight, unless anyone else had anything else to say.
I'm looking forward to meeting you on Wednesday.
We'll see you Wednesday morning.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for being here.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
God bless.
You too.